Hey, what's up, guys? So, just got settled into my hotel. Um, Breaking down for you guys, you can see what it looks like when I'm traveling. I am 100% committed to this journey. I'm ready to take it to the next level. No excuses. Got my creatine, got my EAAs right there. Got all my supplements by Revive. Hey, Revive, feel free to make me a sponsor, baby. These are some cheap greens that I bought from Walmart because my Revive greens weren't in yet. So I had to just grab something to kind of get me through this trip. So I just bought these greens right here. I'll probably end up donating them when I get ready to leave. Animal Pack, multivitamin. Only reason that I'm not taking a Revive multivitamin is I bought this. I've been taking this for a little while, but I bought this before I started with my coach. And, I don't like wasting money, so I'm going to knock these off. When I finish these, I'm going to go to a Revive multivitamin, grab a couple of liters of water. Here's my food. I actually travel with my food in this big old lunch bag right here that I brought with me. Some stuff I had to pick up once I got up here in Canada because I didn't have everything. So mostly what was inside of my lunch bag when I came here is before I left, I grilled some mahi, I grilled some chicken, and I made some lean ground beef. Brought some containers so that I can make my oatmeal. My oatmeal packs are probably in the bag here. My oatmeal packs, some plain oatmeal. Got some berries. I get my berries go with my oatmeal. Got some pineapple, bought that from Walmart. Picked up some grapefruit from Walmart. Picked up some avocado and my greens. Valentina hot sauce. Extra virgin olive oil, fat-free salad dressing. Grab some peanut butter. I don't normally eat Jif peanut butter. The macros are a little bit okay on this one. They're not great, but hey, I'm on the road. So peanut butter for my oatmeal. Grab a travel scale because I forgot to bring my other scale. So grab this travel scale. It'll just go with me everywhere I go. Made sweet potatoes before I left. That was in my bag too. Grab some plates while I was here. And hotel I'm staying in has a nice full-size fridge and everything. So yeah, that's how I'm traveling, and that's how I'm making it happen. That's how I'm not making any excuses. That's how we're getting it done. Hey, what up, guys? So out here in Canada, settled in. Just showed you guys my supplements and showed you everything that I'm taking. A meal prep, how I travel, etc. Trip up here to Canada has been cool. Some snow on the ground. Coming from Florida, I was freezing a little bit, but I got my thermal on, got my nifty, fit, kifty, cool army shirt on, and I'm all dialed in. Just giving you guys an update over the last few days. Things have been going great. The new year's off to a good start. I am down another 6 or 7 pounds since whatever the last video is that I posted. Everything's going really well. 2024 is starting off okay. Had some challenges at the end of 2023, but it wasn't anything that I couldn't make it through. But it was some things that tried to create a little bit of a distraction. But I mean, that's just life. That's life, right? So, at this point, I'm just excited to be blessed and healthy enough to keep making it through all the things that I keep going through while keeping my head high, being able to still support my family and try to be the best version of myself I can be. So far, I started with my coach, Alex. I think I told you guys about that already, Alex Pomeroy. The dude's phenomenal. I'm down about 6.5 pounds after being on his program for a little over a week and a half. Some of that might be due to the fact that I was probably holding a lot of water, and he cut out a lot of stuff. He cut a lot of stuff out of my diet. But he also I get a lot of food, man. I get a lot of food. My food is not seasoned though. So when I cook now, I don't season my food. You know what I mean? My meals come all the way down to the amount of salt that I'm allowed to put on the meal when I eat it. So that's doing a lot of great things. I'm excited about that. It's definitely helping me lose a lot of weight. And my blood pressure is a little higher than it should be. That's something I had been working on for a while anyway through my weight loss. The doctors did say that they think that part of my blood pressure being as high as what could be due to genetics. And I agree with him for a little while on that. But now my opinion is actually quickly changing on that because Alex drastically cut. Well, he didn't drastically cut. He just told me don't season my damn food. And just by me not seasoning my food and just over the last week and a half. I've been doing my blood pressure every day, and it's gone down. It's actually gone down in a matter of a week or so. So that's just with me losing 6.5 more pounds. So I'm sitting currently at 260. I weighed myself just before I left to get ready to come on this trip, and I was 260.5. I was kind of dancing on the scale a little bit. I was hoping that it would go down some more because once I get to 251, that'll be officially 100 pounds lost. So I'm kind of excited about that, and I just kind of wanted to see those 250 on the 250-ish on the scale before I left, but it just wouldn't happen, man. No matter how many times I got off and got back on. So I'm gonna be up here in Canada for probably about a week, and I'm thinking while I'm here, I'll probably end up dropping. I'm thinking I'm gonna probably lose like anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds while I'm here. Could be a little bit more. We'll see. It is going to be a little bit of me having to do a lot of variations on my workout because the hotel I'm staying in doesn't have a lot of the equipment that I typically would use to train. However, there are some gyms in the area that I'm going to try to scope out and see if I can get like a temporary membership during the week and kind of go there. But if not, man, I'll just be in a hotel and I'll just have to do a lot of variations. I have to do a lot of dumbbell variations. They got, I think their dumbbells go up to like 75 pounds. We'll see, but we'll figure out a way to get it done. We won't make any excuses. The show that I'm interested in doing is the Dexter Jackson, and that's in July in Jacksonville, Florida. So I have more than enough time to kind of make up a little bit for having to do variations on my training. But I realized, and what I was really adamant about is, yeah, I may be able to bend a little bit or have to bend a little bit on my training, but I absolutely will not bend on my diet. So I made sure that I brought all my food with me. I made sure I packed all my supplements, and I made sure that that I don't have a reason to make any excuses. I got water and I got everything, a lot of the stuff that I need. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited about what's to come. This year's been off to a crazy start. As far as the different things that I've been noticing in the country. The Cat Williams interview came out, actually a really good interview. I really enjoyed it. Cat Williams is a brilliant guy. I really like him a lot. I like all the different topics that he covered with Shannon Sharp. And a lot of those topics really spoke to my heart because a lot of those things I feel like are aligned with a lot of my thoughts and principles, from stuff he's talking about business, stuff he's talking about with his family, stuff he's talking about with his craft, stuff he's talking about dealing with his peers, stuff he's talking about dealing with people that he thinks are thought or think are his friends, and family. Also dealing with family, from having his own family to how he was raised. When I say having his own family, I mean him having his children and stuff of that nature, having kind of non-traditional relationships, and then also his experiences growing up in his own particular family life. I think are reflective to some of my own personal experiences as well. Not gonna talk you guys to death. I'm gonna, basically spend the rest of this week kind of picking up content for you guys, kind of show you what a day-to-day is looking like for me while I'm here. Unfortunately, I won't be able to cover a lot of my work while I'm here because it's just not something that I can share on this project that I'm on. But, I'm gonna film as much as I can, let you guys see the workouts that I'll probably do, probably take you down into the hotel gym with me a couple of times. And like I said, a lot of these videos over the next couple of months are going to be gritty and raw. I'm going to check in with you guys. I'm going to share some thoughts with you guys. I'm going to share some personal experience. And, hopefully these different things will inspire you guys in whatever shape, form, or fashion. I tell you so many times, I'm no different than you guys. I'm just actually showcasing me chasing my dreams in front of you live, just broadcasting it to you. If you like it and it applies to you, rock with it. If it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you, go to another channel. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited, and I feel good. I feel blessed. I'll probably put up some of my progress pictures. I took some progress pictures today at the hotel in Toronto, but I had a 4-hour drive to another area called North Bay, and I'll probably take some more pictures in the morning. And then I wanted to be able to compare the pictures. There's a spot that I typically use in my house in Florida when I take my progress pictures. And because I don't have that access to that, I wasn't sure how the pictures were going to look. I know that the lighting was better. I think the lighting was better in the other hotel, so I just took a set there. And then I'll take a set in the morning too to see whichever ones look best, or the ones I'll probably send into my coach for my check-in. But hey, man, thank y'all for rocking with me. Like I always tell y'all, I'm the same as you, baby. I'm just figuring it out, and I'm just letting y'all see it. Get with you guys tomorrow. Let's keep this thing rolling. Squat them out. What up, guys? Long day today. Not gonna do a super long video right now. Just kind of showing you guys the name of the gym in Canada that I found to work out at. Great session after a really long day. Some really good cardio. Well, no, excuse me, not cardio. I had a really good back pull session. Everything went well. I'll be back up here in the morning at 5 a.m. I may record in the morning if it's not that many people here. I don't have a microphone right now and anything. I'm just recording this right here so you guys can see that I'm in Canada. Ice all over the ground. No motherfucking excuses though, bro. Get that shit done. You want to make changes, man, you gotta do shit that other people don't want to do. You gotta do shit that you wouldn't normally do. As you guys will probably see throughout the earlier video cuts, I brought everything with me to, I brought everything with me. I brought all my food, all my supplements. I did forget my protein. I'm about to stop by a little gas station or something and just grab something. I don't feel like going to Walmart. Plus, there's a snowstorm coming. I'm not sure how much longer before it completely hits, so I'm gonna go ahead and get from outside. I'll talk to y'all once I get in my hotel. Let's go, squad. Figure it out, baby. No excuses. Hey, what up, guys? I'm back in another episode of what I'm about to start calling moving and making it happen. Where we last picked up off was I was in Canada. I had to travel to Canada for work. And I was showing you guys what it's like to figure out how to get it done even when you're on the road, right? So while in Canada working, I had to stop and go to Walmart, get a lot of the items that I needed. I went and did all of that. Everything went smooth. I ended up finding a local gym, found a free guest pass, well, found one on their website, free guest pass for a week. Got a workout in decent gym. I was gonna do some recording in there for you guys the next day, and then we had a snowstorm from hell came through. So I was in an area called North Bay, Ontario, Canada. It's about 4 hours north of Toronto. So I was at the top of the top, and everything was going cool. Like I said, I was making do with the resources that I had. And then the snowstorm came. And then it was awful. But the next day in that particular part of Canada, they do take a good job clearing the roads. And I was able to try to make it to the gym the next day. But unfortunately, due to my job obligations and things that I was there for, my workout got interrupted. And then from that point, we were in meetings all day and just having a bunch of stuff going on. So it actually kind of threw my program off a little bit. It could have been worse. It could have been worse as I couldn't have been prepared, like not have my food there. So even though my program got thrown off and my training wasn't able to be at the highest level that I wished that it was, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll say it was about a 5. And I prefer staying somewhere between an 8 and a 10 on a consistent basis. So that didn't happen, but I don't feel bad about it because I was able to stay on top of my nutrition. And I was able to at least keep that remotely dialed in. And when it was all said and done, I actually came back and I had lost some weight. It wasn't the weight loss that I wanted to lose, but I was happy because I was officially in the 250s. So my weight was 257. And once I hit 251, I'll officially be 100 pounds down. So, once I hit that 100-pound mark, I haven't figured out how I'm gonna celebrate yet. How I'm gonna, recognize it or whatever, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. It'll come to it. So what I also want to do right now, right, because I want to get you guys some stuff and I want to try to get content to you guys out twice weekly. What I want to do is I'm going to start talking to you guys about a topic that I get approached on all the time. Now, I used to get approached on this back when I was bigger. I got approached on it when I was primarily a power lifter. I got approached on it when I lost the first 30, 40 pounds of this weight loss journey that I'm on. And now that my body is more defined and I'm starting to look a lot better, I'm starting to get approached on a more consistent basis. And what that is people who have some variation of a communication with me. They know me in some shape, form, or fashion. They don't have to break the ice, whether they've been following me on social media for years or they know me locally from wherever, they like to come ask me questions, right? I like to call them the feeler questions, right? One second. The feeler questions, right? And the feeler questions are, they're inadvertently comparing themselves to me, right? They've known me for a long time. They saw my weight loss journey. They saw this, that, and the third. And they think in some shape, form, or fashion, we're comparable. If he did it, I can do it, which is a fair assessment. I can rock with that, right? But the problem is what you guys end up asking me is you end up asking me, so Nate, how much protein do you take? And Nate, how many times a week do you work out? They ask me these very basic, generic questions. Hey, Nate, do you take creatine? Hey, Nate, what's the best protein? Hey, Nate, how many times a day do you eat? These are all fair questions. They're fair questions. There's no judgment. There's no shame in asking the questions. And they're probably questions that once upon a time, before I committed to fitness, I probably asked the same questions the exact same way. But here is the problem. You asking me these questions doesn't really help you. And the reason it doesn't really help you is because let's say that there are 10 things that it takes to be successful in fitness, right? Really successful in any variation of life, but for right now, we're talking about fitness, so we'll focus on fitness. So let's say there are 10 things that it takes to be successful at fitness. And you come along and you ask me one or two of the 10 things, right? I can give you an answer, but if you have no understanding on how all 10 of these things tie into one another, then all you have is indirectly another piece of the puzzle, but you don't completely understand the puzzle and you don't know how to put it all together. So what I've decided to do is decided to put together a commentary, a series, a docu vlog, if you will, on the steps, the process, the road, the journey of how to get your fitness mindset together and how to navigate the road, right? I'm gonna break it down in all to the different segments of what I personally believe you need to embrace to embark on a successful fitness journey. So we're gonna do part one right now. What's the first thing that you need to embrace? What's the first thing you need to embrace? The first thing you need to do is embrace the mindset, right? You need to sit down and you need to have a serious conversation with yourself. And you need to ask yourself some very tough questions and some very serious questions. Some of these questions are going to require you to do part two to this follow-up. And I'll actually tell you about part two today. It's not something that's some long mystery, right? The first thing you need to do in the first block of what I would say is to start on your fitness journey is, one, you need to embrace your mindset. You need to make up in your mind that you're ready to commit to something. You're ready to commit to this journey. You're ready to do what you need to do. You're ready to take on all the roles and responsibilities that it would involve for you to have a successful fitness journey. That means the first thing you need to do is figure out what you even want. Why are you even here? What are you trying to do? What do you want to look like? I tell a lot of people, hey, go find pictures of your favorite celebrity, go find pictures of your favorite fitness influencer, and let's have some realistic questions. Is your favorite influencer running $1,000 a month worth of high-end gear that you're not gonna pay for to get? Is their physique a physique that you can obtain naturally? If you're not interested in doing it naturally, are you prepared to spend the finances that it would take to do it enhanced? No judgment here. If you want to go enhanced, but it costs money. Do you have the money to be able to afford this? Is this something that's even realistic for you? Is this a good investment for your family? Can you afford to spend the money that it would take for you to do the enhanced route, right? These are all the things you need to figure out before you even get started. Once you get started and once you figure those things out, then you can start to navigate the fitness landscape. Then you can start to figure out what it is that I'm here for, what is it that I'm trying to do. The next thing you need to do that I encourage you, all these things are part of a block. I'm calling these things blocks, right? This is all block one. The next thing you need to do is you need to go get a physical. You need to go to a doctor. You need to go get labs. You need to go do blood work. You need to go find out what's good and bad with you. And the reason that I'm saying this is primarily the majority of my audience is people from the age of, I think, anywhere from early 30s to probably about early 50s, right? And if you're in that range, there's a good possibility that if you're early on the 30 side, there's a good possibility there's probably nothing wrong. But it's a good idea to go let a professional tell you that. Now, on the other hand, I graduated high school in 1997, and around 2006 and 7, which would be my 10-year reunion age, which would have had me at 28, 29, my classmates started dying. There were some classmates of mine who had strokes. There were some classmates of mine who had heart attacks. There were some classmates of mine who died from recreational drug use, okay? My point for saying that is you can be in your mid to early 30s and not being healthy, okay? Don't just assume, hey, I'm 32, I'm 33, I'm just gonna go start banging out weights even though I've either, one, never done it in my life, or two, I have not done it in 10 years, and I've been living an extremely unhealthy lifestyle filled with drinks, clubs, recreational drug use, toxic relationships, and just overall stress, right? Go to a doctor, let them run your blood, let them, tell them, if you've been having some problems, tell them about the problems. If you haven't been having any problems, just say, hey, I'm just getting a physical, I'm about to get ready to start exercising, and I want to embrace a healthier lifestyle. And let them let you know if you have a vitamin D deficiency, if you're missing out on any particular natural nutrients, and etc. The reason that you want to do this is two reasons. One, like I just said, you don't want to just dive into something you haven't been doing without knowing if you might have a heart murmur or other things going on that you just do not know that's going on because you've never taken the time to find out. You also may have some deficiencies, and in which case the doctor or the nutritionist or whoever can help recommend some supplements that will help you on your journey. A lot of times when people get into fitness and stuff, they start asking people who are already in there, hey, what do you take? What do you take? What do you take? Guy on Instagram, what do you take? Oh, Johnny McFarland said that he takes this. And Phil Heath, the 7-time Olympia lifter, said he takes this. And the dude in my gym said he takes this. And my cousin, who's in kind of decent shape, said he takes this. So now you in here taking a whole bunch of fucking supplements that perhaps you don't need. And maybe if there wasn't anything wrong with you, maybe you're helping create something that eventually may be wrong with you. Maybe you're creating poor liver health. Maybe you're creating poor kidney health. If you're an avid drinker and you drink a lot and you like to club a lot, I'm going to highly encourage you to go see a physician before you start this, because some of the supplements you take can damage your kidneys, can damage your liver, okay? And that's not I'm not even talking about freaking gear. I'm not even talking about steroids. I'm talking about just over-the-counter stuff. So if you factor in, gear, enhanced stuff, you definitely can fuck your liver up, fuck your kidneys up, and give yourself overall worse health situation than you were trying to do, right? Okay, cool. So what did we just cover? We covered one, you need to sit down and figure out your mindset. Why am I doing this? What does this mean to me? What ultimately is my goal? The reason I harp on the mindset and the goal thing so tough, right, is because if you don't know what you're doing and you go in the gym and you don't know how to lift, you don't know how to train, you played football 20 years ago, right, and you probably weren't even good, right? You're just on a team, right? You weren't that strong. You were just around a bunch of people who were kind of strong. You're on a team that won a lot of stuff. That doesn't make you a champ. You were a champion because you were on the team. Maybe you didn't play in the game, you were just on the team, right? And you need to just keep it real with yourself, bro. You weren't that guy. Stop lying to yourself. You don't know what you're doing in this gym. The reason that I'm making you embrace that is if you go in this gym and you start lifting, your body's gonna start adapting to what you're doing. They call it newbie gains. And if you don't know what you're doing and you're in there doing a whole bunch of like, oh, I'm just gonna go do a bunch of this, and okay, the guy on the internet did this, you could start causing some muscle development that doesn't complement your frame. So if you're built a certain particular way, right? Like maybe you're a short guy and you have a boxy torso and you start going doing certain random workouts, you could make yourself even more boxier. Say you're a woman and you're watching this video, right? And you go to the gym and you just start doing a whole bunch of stuff, right? And you're like, well, the lady I follow on Instagram does this, right? But the person you follow on Instagram has a longer torso than you. And now you go in the gym, you're doing all this random shit, and now you just made yourself have a big ass back. And that's not the aesthetic that you wanted. You're just doing shit. And on one hand, it's good to just go do shit because it's better than not doing shit. But on the other hand, you could end up impeding your progress or making yourself kind of resent the gym because you're ending up not happy looking how you're starting to look, or you end up injuring yourself. And now you don't have the desire to be in there because you hurt yourself. And on top of that, you don't know what you're doing. So, like I said, number one, mindset. Why are we here? What do we want? What are we trying to accomplish? When can we do it? 2, we need to go see our physician so that we can understand what's going on with our health. 3, get a good basic protein, right? Get a good basic multivitamin, right? And then the next step, the reason I'm only having you do those 2, right? Because these are all entry-level stuff. And then once you do those things, the next thing I want you to do, the thing I would encourage you to do, the thing I tell everybody to do who's interested in training and working out is I say, we're going to add on to the mindset thing, right? What I want you to do for the first month is I want you to walk 10,000 steps a day. I want you to drink 1 gallon of water. And every week, I want you to cut out 2 items out of your diet that are not good for you. The reason I'm telling you to do this is I want you to have some small victories first. If you just all of a sudden cold turkey change your life and start trying to go in the gym, having this warrior mindset, and you've never been a warrior, you've never done all this stuff, you're going to burn yourself out and you may not be able to get through this thing the way that you want to get through it. But if we take our first month and we start adapting our mind, we start adapting our body, right? By putting our body on, regulating our body and putting it on a schedule. We start going to sleep at a decent time to give ourselves enough energy to make it to the gym. We start rescheduling our work schedule. We reschedule our schedule with our children. We reschedule our schedule with our partner. Then you start to develop a consistency that starts to feel natural and normal. If you all of a sudden go from, I go to sleep every night at 12 o'clock at night, to all of a sudden, I'm getting up every morning at 4 a.m. and I'm going to go do fasted cardio and I'm going to do this and do that. And you ain't never done this shit before. You're not giving your body enough time to adapt to that. And there may be some of you that may say, well, I do better when I quit stuff cold turkey. That's true. But you obviously that hasn't worked for you in fitness, or you wouldn't be 35, 40, 50 years old still not having had any real success in the fitness world because you can't seem to develop a sense of consistency. So, small victories. So I'm gonna repeat this again because these videos are not gonna be super long kind of moving forward. I'm gonna drop this science on y'all guys and we're gonna move forward. Number 1, we're gonna focus on our mindset. Number 2, we're gonna go see a doctor or physician and we're gonna find out what's going on with our health. What was number 3? Number 3, we're gonna get a good protein, whey protein. I'm not gonna sit here and break down all the different proteins for you. I recommend a good whey protein, whey isolate, all right? Number 3, we are going to put ourselves on a schedule, right? Number 4, we're gonna get 10,000 steps a day. Number 5, we're gonna drink a gallon of water a day. And number 6, we're gonna give ourselves some grace and understand that it takes time to adjust. Once we get through block 1, we can move to block 2. Block 2 will be finding a gym, being consistent in getting into the gym, finding either a trainer if that's what you want, or finding a trainer that can provide you with the online program, or if you're a smart guy or smart girl, figuring out how to do it on your own. So that's where we are with this. I appreciate you guys for supporting me. I appreciate you guys for holding me down. I appreciate you guys rocking with me when I'm not always being consistent in the filming, because I'm just like you guys. I'm just trying to figure my life out and trying to get the ball rolling, take care of my family, take care of my community, take care of my lady, and just trying to figure out to be the way to be the best version of myself. So I'm going to keep sharing my information with you guys. Hopefully you guys will keep enjoying it, and you'll come back for block 2. Let's get our mindset together, man. Let's get after it. Courage and confidence. Salute to the squad. Man, making moves. on a mission, getting it done. Kill that shit. Root to the bros.